Daniel Wicks here, and I'm doing my simulation assessment for AIPT Coffs Harbour Fast Track course. For the session, I'm doing it at home, so it's going to be a bit different to a lot of other submissions, and due to the limited space available, I will be pausing a few times just to move equipment around for safety reasons. I've sent my client a text message 1 hour prior, just in anticipation of the lesson to make sure he's ready and still coming in. And I also sent through to him the health checklist for him to fill out to bring to this session. So I'm going to bring him in now. Hey Dylan, I'm Daniel.
Hello.
How are you? Come on in. Have your seat.
Thank you.
How are you going today?
I'm quite well.
That's good. I'll have a look at that checklist for you. Any problems filling it out?
Nope. All good.
Yeah, cool. So you're here today, you just want to try out some exercises, some bit of strength and cardiovascular training. I'm going to run through this pre-questionnaire health condition part just to double check, make sure there's no problems. So you've ticked no for any heart conditions. Is there any family history?
Not that I know of.
Alright. Do you feel chest pain when you're exercising?
Nope.
When you're not exercising? You've said yes here to you lose balance due to dizziness or ever lost consciousness.
That is when I sleep. I lose
Okay.
consciousness.
Cool. So no medical conditions?
Nope.
Just the one we all suffer from.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take any medication that may negatively
I do not.
affect your exercise? You don't have any injuries or illnesses? And you don't have any bone or joint problems?
Nope.
Right, fantastic. What we're going to do now is I'm going to take some results from you just so we can keep track of them. First of all, I'm going to get you to jump on the scale that's behind you, just so I can jot down your body weight.
Would you like me to take my shoes off?
No, just leave them on and I'll take it into account. Just give it a tap. You have to hop off and then back on. Awesome. Now, I'm going to take into account your shoes once again. I'll grab your height. You're a big boy. What's your mum feed you?
Lots of vegetables.
Alright, I got that. Thank you. Okay, and then last of all, I'm just going to take your blood pressure reading so that we know that you're safe to exercise. So what I'll get you to do is, can you lower that seat slightly? Okay.
As low as it goes.
Alright, just rest here. If you want to grab your towel actually, we'll put that down just to bring your arm level with your heart. Fantastic. I'll slide that into place. Sorry. Is that comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Just rest your arm there. Alright. So, I'm just going to feel for your heart rate. Is that alright? I think this might be a little bit cold. Alright. Make sure this is closed. Alright. Perfect. Back on 120. Now, that's a systolic reading. So that's just the blood pressure in your heart. Now, check the reading in through your arteries. and that's 82. So that's all good. I can set that up for you. Got any plans for the day? Just this?
Yeah.
Bit of health and fitness, good way to spend the day. Alright, 120 over 82. Let's get to it. Is that working? It sounded weird. Alright, so we're going to do some fitness testing now. I'm going to be checking your muscular endurance of like your core section with a nifty little exercise, the plank. Have you done one of these before?
I have.
Alright, well anyway, I'm just going to run through the correct form just so that we make sure that you're doing everything right. The plank is basically you're on your toes, your knees and your forearms. And one thing that a lot of people do wrong is they grasp their hands together. You want to make sure you keep your forearms parallel. And so you'll be on your knees at the time, but then you lift up and what you're doing is you're sucking your core in. So that's like drawing your belly button through to your spine. And you're making sure that your shoulders and elbows are in line with each other. Your arms are parallel. And you hold that position for as long as you can basically for this fitness test. So I'll be timing it just with my stopwatch on the phone here. So if you want to get in position, I'll just give you any prompts. Alright, so when you're ready, just lift your knees up. Yeah, that form looks good. How are you feeling? Alright? Alright. You're starting to sag a little bit in the middle, so if you just want to lift it slightly. Looking good. Nearly at a minute. You almost filled up the whole space. If I make you laugh, then it's like harder. Alright, 1.5 minutes, that's awesome. So what we'll do is we'll keep track of that, and then next time that we do a fitness test in, let's say 6 weeks, we'll see how far along you've progressed. Alright, we're going to move on to some strength training. You looking forward to that?
Yeah.
So, start off with push-ups. We use this same area here, just because it's the only long section that we've got. Have you done push-ups before?
I have.
Yeah, they're one of my favourites. They're very similar to the plank, except instead of on your elbows and forearms, you're going to be lifting yourself up onto your palms, below your shoulder, like directly below your shoulders. And when you go down, lower yourself to about, let's say, a fist above the floor, like as if your chest and the floor. But if you feel comfortable going higher than that, so let's say you're stretching your chest and you don't want to go any lower, yeah, feel free to do that. And you'll be doing 10 reps of that. If someone has shoulder issues, like I have in the past, instead of flaring your elbows out, you'll keep them tucked close to your sides, and that just gives a lot more shoulder stability, and that's more of a tricep push-up though. So what you'll be doing is a regular push-up, and you'll be feeling it all across your pectorals and in your deltoids. Good stuff. Your body's starting to sag a little bit. If you can't quite get to the 10, that's alright.
Is that 10?
Yes. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Your head was starting to sag a little bit, so what we do in the future, if we were going to do more sets than just the one, you'd make sure you keep your head up. You try to keep your shoulders like pulled back, just so that your chest is broad, because you don't want your shoulders hunched forward at all.